Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato Random Weapon Start. Today we are playing the Generalist and we did start out with the SMG as you can see. I think this should be completely fine honestly. Guys, we made it through a shotgun start on the Mutant. The weirdest run ever yesterday happened and we still made it. So if we have an SMG, this is completely fine. I actually think this is a great starting weapon for the Generalist and I'm very happy to play with this. Pretty decent range damage scaling as you upgrade the SMG, so we really just want to try and get as many weapons as we can. We also want to try and get some useful melee weapon. Anything will work really, but we're going to need that. I am going to be on the, no revolver. We have to keep 3 of the weapon that we started with, so we're going to be playing with 3 SMGs, but our melee weapon, we can do whatever we want with the melee weapon. And yeah, every 2 melee damage, is it every 2 melee damage? For every 1 range damage. Yeah, okay. So every 2 melee damage will give us 1 range damage, and every 1 range damage will give us 2 melee damage. However, we have to use 3 ranged and 3 melee weapons. So we are basically forced to have, well, 3 of each, which makes it a little bit more difficult to upgrade our weapons. But they're going to have so much base damage that we really want to try and focus on getting as many or as good of weapons as we can that scale really well with base damage. So like the SMG is a perfect example of this, also range damage, and that is why I actually think this should work pretty well. The Shuriken, ooh, that's actually really good. So for 1, the Shuriken is a precise weapon, which means we're going to get a lot of crit chance from using it. And then 2, the Shuriken works really well when you have a lot of melee damage. So we can stack up melee and range damage and then get a bunch of crit chance as well. And our weapons, both of them, the SMG and the Shuriken, will have incredible scaling. 1, the SMG attacks really quickly, and then 2, the Shuriken bounces all over the place and hits multiple enemies. So if it has ridiculous amounts of base damage, the bounces are going to do crazy damage all over the map. Plus, it's kind of an, ooh, nice formula damage. It's kind of an excuse to get some more crit chance, basically. Oh no, we can't. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I completely forgot the Shuriken is not, it doesn't count as a melee weapon. I forgot, that's my bad. So we can't actually go with that plan. We're gonna have to find a different melee weapon. 1 melee weapon I would love to use right now would be the Javelin. It's a little weird, but the Javelin actually has amazing melee damage scaling. It counts as a melee weapon. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it counts as a melee weapon. Or maybe it's a ranged weapon. Oh no, I think it's also a ranged weapon that scales with melee damage. Oh man, I'm getting baited, guys. I'm sorry. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to use for our melee weapon, but we'll figure it out, right? We're gonna find something eventually. Now, we want to get some more damage. Yeah, range damage, perfect. SMG, mutation, tree. Another SMG, another tree. Melee and crits, that could be okay. And I am rolling here, even though we only have 1, well, empty shop slot, because I feel like the chance we get something useful is still pretty decent. And considering how cheap rerolls are early game, I generally believe that rerolling is good even if you only have like 1 or 2 shop slots open. At some point, obviously, you don't want to spend money. Like if you're spending 20 materials on a reroll, that's way too much. Like, 5-6 materials, I think it's no big deal. We get to see 1 more item or weapon, though it is a little bit wasteful, to be honest. And yeah, guys, I think my thoughts on this run are that it is going to be very easy. SMG start is such a good start for us. I don't see this going badly. Max HP is nice. Harvesting or crit chance? I'll take crit chance. I think we are going to be using crit chance in our run. Blunderbuss, gun. Yeah, we just need a melee weapon. I don't want to use the plank. That doesn't seem very good. The pruner could be okay, but probably not. A ghost scepter. We can't take that. SMG attack speed will be okay. And continue. And guys, if you want to take a moment early on to leave a comment on the video, I'd appreciate it. So we can say the comment topic for today is, well, maybe what was your favorite character from this week? Me personally, well, you may not have watched all the videos, especially if you're a new viewer. And if you're a new viewer, I appreciate it. Appreciate you for clicking on this video. But my favorite video this week was the Lucky video. I think this run may be fun, but if you had to choose to watch 1 video, I would say go back and watch the Lucky video we had this week. That was crazy. It was extremely lucky, which is like, obviously it's the Lucky, but like, it's lucky even for the lucky. Melee damage is good, SMG. It's like, I want to take everything, but I can't. I need a melee weapon. Claw? We could use the claw. It's not bad. It's not really great either, though. More crit chance. Guys. We need a melee weapon. We don't have a melee weapon. Like, what is happening? We're sitting here with triple SMG and no melee weapon. So yeah, maybe you could comment and say what your favorite video from this week was. Or you could share a fun fact. We did this last week and people shared some pretty interesting things. I think last week I said that cats can sleep up to 16 hours, but on average they sleep like around 12 or something. Oh no, they sleep between 12 and 16 on average and can sleep up to like 20 hours apparently. And I was like, that's insane. And I shared another fun fact about China. Oh, we gotta be careful. Everyone relax. It's just a game, guys. Relax. Why are you trying to kill me? All right, we're good. There we go. HP regen. I'll take that. Now we have to take this. We'll take this. And ooh, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's not even good, but it's kind of cool though. I like it. What if we take this as well? I like it, guys. I'm going to take the Power Fist. That's going to be our second weapon. I don't think it's like super great or anything. I just think it seems kind of fun. Like we'll have a Power Fist and SMG combo. So we're basically going to be playing like a melee range SMG build. That's a little bit weird, but it should work perfectly fine. I'm very comfortable playing with melee weapons in Brotato. I don't have to play with range weapons. So yeah, guys, maybe you could share a fun fact. You know, every week we can just try and share some fun facts with each other or some interesting things with each other, at least on one video per week. And my random fun fact may be that if you didn't know, in Alaska, the sun is only out for like about 4 to 6 hours per day, which is pretty interesting to me. Scared sausage, I'm going to recycle that. Damage percent. I think we want more raw stats. Okay, attack speed's also really good. I'll take attack speed. I'm gonna take this and reroll. Crit and dodge. We could take that. Crit and dodge. Maybe it's okay. I'm gonna skip it for now because it really doesn't do enough, at least not immediately. And I feel like we could get something much better. Also, for my fun fact, so like this would be a perfect time to leave a comment, guys, on Wave 9. You guys know Wave 9 super easy. We make a bunch of money. Perfect time to leave a comment, maybe leave a like on the video. But yeah, for my fun fact, I would say Alaska. Guys, if you didn't know, there are certain times and certain regions or like areas in Alaska where the sun does not set for weeks, or the sun doesn't come up for weeks, like basically barely goes beyond the horizon. That's pretty interesting in my opinion. I remember seeing something about that in like a movie that was set in Alaska like a long time ago, and I was like, oh, that's like really interesting. So I just like randomly searched it recently because it just popped into my mind again, and apparently the sun can go genuinely in certain areas weeks without setting or weeks without rising like at all. And I was like, that's actually insane. I can't imagine living there. All right, small fish, no thank you. I'll take max HP. Move speed is good. Range damage, crit chance, speed and lifesteal. We do lose luck, but I feel like it's a pretty good item. Ugly tooth is good. And alien magic. Melee damage, we do not want to take a shmoop. That is so bad for us. I think salt water is okay. I also think alien magic could be okay. We do have -1 armor. Okay, now we don't. Nice, perfect. That immediately solved that issue. So, guys, are we even going to find another Power Fist? Because we are playing with 4 weapons right now, and somehow this is performing better than most other characters. I mean, the Generalist is just crazy, I guess. We need to get more items like the Hedgehog, which give us melee and range damage. Because if we get both of the stats, we end up getting ridiculous amounts of benefit. Like we basically have a double item, you know, like Hedgehog is like 2 items in one. Pretty crazy. I should go like bottom left. This way my Power Fist has more chances to hit all the enemies. I gotta be a little bit careful here. The charging enemies are starting to gather up a little bit. All right, nice. We made it through that wave. 450 materials almost. I will take this. Some range is okay. Salt water, alien magic, baby gecko, probably not. Damage percent. I do think just having more damage is going to be good for us. Melee damage, range damage. We do lose speed, but it can't be that bad, right? We also have -6 luck. Ooh. We're against the Horde next wave, but not this wave. Okay, a Horde wave is actually really scary, by the way. We may just have to pick up some random melee weapon to protect ourselves, because we're keeping our 3 SMGs, of course. That's one of the rules. And I will make exceptions if there seems like there's something really fun that I could do. Like if I could get some chain guns, like legendary weapon. I feel like the exceptions are going to end up being like legendary weapons or something, you know? Because if I find a chain gun, a Gatling laser, an obliterator, something really cool, I'm going to want to take it. And it's just going to be way more fun anyways. You're on wave 11. You would usually be in trouble if you're playing with 4 weapons. But our SMGs deal so much DPS, like damage per second, that actually seems like we're not struggling. I mean, this would definitely be easier with more, you know, 2 more melee weapons in our inventory. And okay, almost 370 materials, not bad. Gonna recycle this. I'll take an alien eyes. HP regen is okay. Now, am I greedy for not taking weapons? Probably. I need to like roll for weapons. Oh, these are both really good. Oh my god, I need a weapon. Oh, an anchor? I can take an anchor. Yeah, sure. That's good enough. Okay, so this is really good for the horde wave because it has like this big swinging motion where it goes out and like, you know, kind of hits a bunch of enemies all at once. So I think we'll be completely fine now that we have the anchor. It's not something I necessarily want to use long term, but I think having it for this horde wave is important. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here with like 3 SMGs versus 1,000 little enemies running at me. We would never be able to handle them that way. I feel like the alien eyes is actually doing quite a bit. Like, can you guys see this? Like every time we shoot out the little eyes, they kind of like kill an enemy each, no? Like they're not doing too bad. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. We're almost through the wave here. I kind of want to pick up all this money that's sitting in the middle of the map. Slight greed, but like I can't help myself. Nice, I got the loot crate as well. All right, 500 plus materials. I'm not taking that. No, thank you. 3 armor. You know what? I will take it, and I will take crit chance. Bye. Skip that. Oh, a pocket factory? Wait, it's actually not bad, guys. The pocket factory is not bad at all. It's actually not bad. I feel like we should take it. It's it's so expensive. Is that even worth it? We just spent so much money on that. I don't know. But we have a lot of engineering. Well, a lot. We have 7 engineering. All right, we're starting out wave 13 pretty nicely. We have 1 loot crate, and there's also a loot alien. So what you want to do when you have a loot alien is actually try to focus on getting the trees first, because the second you kill the loot alien, it counts as having given you a loot crate, and that means the chance you see a loot crate has now decreased significantly. So we want to focus on getting trees and stuff first, and then try to get the loot crates a little bit later. So I get this tree. Okay, no loot crate. I do want to get them soon because it's getting a little late in the wave. I'm going to go ahead and pick these guys up. Thank you. Yeah, because it might be a little dangerous if I try to run at them later. Now we have a few seconds left. Almost through. And there it is. Okay, not too bad. We got 3 loot crates there. Blood leech I will take. Damage. Fishhook sure. Reroll. Oh no. We're getting... Okay, crit chance, nice. I was like, we're getting not very useful things. I'll take a treasure map. A poisonous tonic is also pretty good. I mean, we have to take that, I think. Damage percent will be nice. And roll. Oh, thief dagger. The thief dagger will actually be great. Obviously, we can take the thief dagger because we're allowed to have 3 non-SMG weapons. I mean, we have to because we're really playing the generalist. And we're not allowed to take, you know, multiple or even more than that, I guess. We should be able to kill this elite pretty easily. Okay, not easily, but like we should be able to kill it. Even though we're playing with 5 weapons. All right, these tentacles actually hit like a truck. Wait, where did the boss go? Oh, he's over there. Okay, you guys are so... No, help. I'm getting trapped. There are too many enemies. Come on. Really? I'm stuck in the corner, guys. The boss is right there, but I don't think I can get him in time. Oh, I just walked into everything. Oh my god. I actually walked into like every single thing there at the last second. That was my bad. Okay, do this. This. Hey, we can't even afford it. We're so broke. We just keep going. We actually just have no money. Having this thief dagger makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because now I have a 6th weapon for 1. And 2, that thing can end up printing us money randomly, which is kind of nice. We are struggling right now because it feels like we never have any money. And we are on wave 15 here, so gotta be a little bit careful. I feel like we do have to be careful still because we're not very tanky. Like only 50 health and like 3 armor. Which means that we can get killed by 3 to 4 hits, especially if it's from a cursed enemy. It's like even easier for it to happen. I'm like really focused on dodging every single projectile that comes at me. I've mentioned this before, and I do think Brotato has like really good UI, and like I like the way the game looks and everything, but you actually can't differentiate between a projectile that's coming from a cursed enemy and one that's coming from a non-cursed enemy. And it's a little weird, because I feel like everything else in the game is like fairly clear when you're like looking at it. Another anchor. I don't really want that. I think snail is good. Leather vest. It's probably good as well. Another alien eyes. I mean, we could take this. It's been doing pretty well, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't want to spend the money on that. Gentle alien. There is the javelin. Yeah, you can see it's a ranged weapon, but it scales with melee damage. That would be so good. I love using the javelin on the generalist. Wave 16 is much easier than the wave we were just in. I think this is like so much safer. There's just not that much to be worried about in this wave, aside from the buffer enemies which spawn. But like, you know exactly where they're going to spawn. They spawn with their group, so every time you see that big clump of enemies spawning, so bottom left here for example, you know the buffers are going to be there as well. And then here top right, I know they're here. See, I see the like the group spawn pattern or whatever, and I just know they're there. So it's very easy to like run towards them and then get rid of those buffers before they do anything. Now in this case, I'm falling behind a little bit. I feel like if we had some piercing on this SMG, it would do so much better. Not that it's doing badly or anything, but it kind of struggles getting rid of all these small enemies. Recycle, more crit chance. We're actually just going to have capped crit chance apparently by the end of this run. A stick, SMG, that's what we need. Lifesteal, you're really late. I think I'm just going to have to skip you. Coupon, tentacle, recycling machine, continue. Guys, I'm getting bullied. I'm actually getting bullied right now. There's so many enemies, and then they're also the ones that shoot projectiles. I like can barely move right now. I'm trying my best to get rid of the buffing enemies, because they're the most dangerous ones. Like, none of the enemies are really dangerous on their own, but when you have the buffing enemy in the mix, making them twice as, like, making their health pool twice as big, or even more than twice as big, then it's a little bit dangerous. Oh, he made no money. Like, not even 400? Wow. Okay, I feel like we're broke. I could take lifesteal, HP, regen. I don't think so. We need some weapons. Some weapon upgrades, potentially. So, how much damage are you guys dealing? Oh, this is not doing well. I'm going to go ahead and take this and then roll. Oh, a knife? What if we took a knife? I mean, it is actually a lot better than the thief dagger. I'll take the knife. I just bought it and immediately sold it. Nice. Good job, Kai. Hedgehog will be nice, and we are against an elite, so we gotta be a little bit careful here. But let's go. I say that and then immediately get hit by the charge, or by the projectile. Oh, this wave is actually rough, huh? I have to focus on the buffer enemies first. They're more important than the boss. Look how many of them there are as well. It's actually really bad. There are two up here. Okay, I got most of them down. No, they're still spawning. I actually don't know when exactly they stopped spawning. I think they stopped already, seems like. Trying to focus on dodging projectiles here, mostly, while still hitting the boss. Oh, I walked into that, whoops. Boss is really low here, and he's down. There we go. Okay, now we're safe. Now we're safe. That was a pretty tough wave, guys. This is actually one of the like harder runs I feel like we've had in the series so far. Starting out with the SMG, still managed to be difficult. Focus is still good. We're going to take it. Obviously, it's not getting the full value, but it's still very good. I think we're going to skip this. We just want to try and get some weapons, I guess. We could also get rid of the thief dagger for the scissors on the final wave. I think it'll be much better than the thief dagger. Oh my god. The scissors obviously is just a normal weapon which is meant for combat. Thief dagger is not actually that great. Like the stats on it, the critical damage, none of it's really great. It's just meant to be a weapon which helps you make a lot of money. I mean, we're about to make it to wave 20. This was a very close run, by the way. Like, this run was dangerous the entire time. I didn't feel safe in this run for the entire run, so that is saying a lot about how this run went. I feel like I didn't find any great melee weapon options. Maybe I skipped something that I shouldn't have early on. I could check when I'm editing, of course. Now I'm just trying to make sure I don't randomly die. We take like 20 damage per hit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, like look at that damage taken. Yep, look at that, look at that. Gotta be careful. Oh my god, that guy tried to snipe me. Did you guys see that? That was so close. That was so close, guys. That was so close. That was actually so close, man. They got me nervous, man. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the thief dagger. Pick up the scissors. Combine these two. Buy this. And then roll a little bit. Oh, that's actually nice. We could take that. Just upgrade the weapon. I mean, it can't be bad, right? I'm gonna lock this and roll. And 42, 40. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it, guys. Here is the final build. We have a cursed SMG, 2 regular SMGs, a power fist, scissors, and 1 knife. Okay? We did end up with 56 melee damage and 28 range damage. Not the smoothest run. It was pretty tough, actually. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Maybe turn on notifications and leave a comment as well. And consider joining my YouTube membership if you want to support me financially. Okay? Let's go. Wave 20. Alright, where are they? Top right. I'm going to focus on this guy first because he charges. I want to make sure he's not causing me issues. I gotta dodge the projectiles here. I just focused on dodging right now. That's one boss down. And that's two bosses down. Oh my god. That was crazy close. I hope you guys enjoyed. That is the Generalist Random Weapon Start SMG. Alright, next time we will be playing the Loud, so I hope you guys come and watch that. The Loud is insanely fun, so yeah, you guys should definitely come watch, okay? But yeah, I will see you in the Loud video. That is it for today. Goodbye, and bye-bye.